Hi everybody, and welcome to video 10 in our Steampunk Journey series. We're using two kits, Nautical Steampunk and Steampunk Trains. They're both by Virginia. They're both by Victoria Designs, but you can use whatever kit you want. We've already done our little ring-bound journal, and now we're doing our tall folio. And we've got the cover done except for the string. We're waiting to see how thick everything is going to be. Then we did these pages, and I added these cards. I don't know how I got lucky and these cards came out like this. Now, when you're doing yours, make them flip out from this side so you can put tabs on the cards. I don't know what I was thinking, but this way all I could do is just make a little bit stick out, and so that you could grab it. So that was the best I could do on that. And then when this one comes out, but I got lucky with the pictures that I found. You know what I mean? These are the bottom thirds of the pages that come with the kit. Okay, now you might notice something different. I haven't put anything in here, and I'm not going to, I think, unless I find something really narrow, because I don't want to cover this up. If you'll notice, something is different, and it would be this picture. I put a piece of paper, I put this image over the image that was on there, the paper that was on there, because it was the same woman as this. She was just turned the other way, and there was a train right here. I was like, no, I didn't notice it. So I replaced it. So you can do that. You can fix your mistakes like that. I just cut the piece about 1/16 of an inch larger all the way around, and I inked it, and I glued it right down over the top of the other one. Okay? And so this one's really pretty as well. We just have to keep in mind what we've got, especially when the cards are open. I mean, the flaps are open, what the images are. Okay, so page 4, or flap 4, I guess you'd call it. It's going to be simple. We should be able to get several pages done, she says with confidence. So at this one, we're just going to cut it down. Let's see, let's get it the same size as this one, why don't we? What a plan! This is just a plain one. We can, oh, that's just as hard to see a line on. So we'll mark this one right here for the width. And then we'll mark it right here for the height. That seems excessively short. Where is it? Where's my mark? I don't even know now. The sniffles. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've been up since 11 last night. You'll be happy to know I'm going to the sleep doctor on Tuesday in 6 days to figure out what in the heck is wrong with my sleep cycle. I can only sleep 2 or 3 hours at a time, and then I wake up. Okay. Yeah, the only problem with stenciling dots is that you can get them crooked. Get this inked. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I looked over and saw the pictures were the same, and I was like, no way. And then it was yes way, and then it was I have to fix this. I like this picture better there anyway. You still got writing space. And we're going to put this on as a belly band. Or should we put it all the way down here as a pocket? It might be easier as a pocket. What do you think? I think I want to ink this a little bit more. Scan and cut didn't quite get the top. Okay. I have that song, I have friends, I've got friends in low places, stuck in my head. Okay, well I think we're going to do it as a pocket. That'll give us more room. So let's just glue it on. Almost glued across the top, which would not have worked for a belly band or a pocket. I would have had to find some other piece of cool ephemera to make into a pocket. And then I almost glued it on there. Put it over in the creamy colored part and let the blue part be seen. Okay. I refilled my glue bottle. Now I have glue everywhere because it thins it out as well, which is great. If you keep fresh glue in your glue bottle, when it gets down to half, I fill it back up. It's just like your car. Get down to half a tank and fill it back up, and you always have a half a tank of gas, no matter where you are. Thank goodness I did not glue the clock on upside down. I just realized. Oh, whew. Dodged a bullet on that one. Okay, and then we'll just use one of the tags from the kit. Some of the small ones, maybe a few tickets, and stick them in there. Pretend like the pocket's not really that deep. Okay, so now we're going to be doing, I'm also going to cut a piece of paper, and I haven't figured out what pattern I want yet. For here, and here. Okay, I looked at the strips that came with the kit, which were these, and this one my scan and cut ate up, which it still doesn't look bad when you ink it and put it down, but it did, it just munched on it. Everywhere you can see cream is where the scan and cut went inside and tried to cut out around the circles. And then I've got this one, which works. It's the right size. I mean, the right length. And it would still fill it. You never know. I might put that in there. But this one is too short. So we can't use that unless we use it on top of something else, which is also a possibility. I just realized I could put this on another piece of paper and fill it in. So I guess we can still hold on to these as possibilities. I might just go with the paper option though. We're going to have such a busy, oh, get in there, a busy book that I don't think we're going to need the extra words and things. Now this one, I almost had a heart attack, is for page 5. And it's also a pocket, but it's a long vertical pocket. So let's cut this out. Now I want to keep this. So we're going to cut it this way. And cut it here. And we'll cut it here. And it doesn't matter what side we put it on. We'll just have to decide that in just a minute. I think we're going to put it on this side because the pocket's going to open this way. Okay, so we'll do that first, and then we'll look at the width. I can't get that song out of my head, you guys. Is it your fault? Are you guys singing it? Is that it? Do you have friends in low places? Now doing this way, these pockets, it does make this center part a little weird, but I kind of like that. You know what I mean? It turns like this, and then it goes like this. Oh! And we need magnets. Let's just put pause on this. And let's do our magnets. Let's do all of them. So what we need are magnets that are turned the right way, that are polarized the right way, so that this one sticks to this one, and this one sticks to this one. Okay? So we're going to put a magnet on here. We want it to be up high enough that this one, it'll stick to this one. I almost ignored my M's that I had drawn everywhere. Okay, now we want to take the magnet I'm inking, and I still have the yellow ink from my printer on my fingernails. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry. Water-based apparently means nothing. I can't get my tape. It was stuck to the dispenser. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to put a piece of tape sticky side up, and then put the magnet on it, like so. And we'll flip this over. I wonder if we went too far over. No, that's okay. We're going to do the same thing on this one. I need 2 magnets for that. Oh, my nose. My nose, my nose. And that is about right there. But that way you can make sure that you've got them the right way so that they will attract each other and not repel each other. I've had a date like that once. It was very repelled. Never go on dates that your friends pick. Apparently they don't know their personalities as well as they think they do of their friends. Okay. The reason I put the tape sticky side up is because I can just fold this over, rub on it, and it makes that tape stick to the back side of this, and it lines the magnets up. Okay, so now we've got that to that and that to that. Now we want to have four more magnets, and we want the magnets to stick all of this to here so it doesn't flap. Okay, so we want to put a magnet here and a matching one here, and one here. So let's get out 2 more magnets. One for here. See, and do you see how that one sticks right to the other one? That's what we want. We don't want them to repel. We want them to stick to this one here. Because if it repels it, then it'll hold the page open. You don't want that. Okay, oops. Even the end of my pencil's getting stuck to the magnets. So then we'll just tape these down. Sniffly, sniffly. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Wouldn't that be fun? And I'm just using Scotch tape. That's plenty to hold a magnet down, especially when you're going to paper over the top of it. Okay, and then we'll take these two together and we'll stick them down, hopefully. Normally you wouldn't push this hard around a set of magnets. I think it was that dot right there. Oh my goodness. Let's check it. Nope. This tape wasn't straight. Oh yeah, it was too low by 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Alright. I feel much better now. Now everything is stuck to everything. Okay. Now, let's double check this. Yeah, the height looks good. The width looks a little wide. I'm going to cut it just a smidge inside the line. I almost wish I had rounded all 4 corners of these. Would have looked kind of neat. Nifty neato. This has been inked. I'm going to cut the tabs off of this. Because it's going to be this way, and I don't want all this stuff falling out by making it a gusseted pocket. I like these long, narrow pockets. I'm not sure if this is the card that was supposed to go here. Oops, I didn't ink the back. Or if it was just 3 stamps. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but I know it fits, so. I was looking all over for the card that was supposed to go in there, because the pocket and the card were matched, you know, in the papers. Okay. Let's take a little bit off of this side. Looks like it's a smidge too wide for the paper. About a 1/16 of an inch. Which, yes, this does just make it a rectangle with a thumb hole punched out, but the decorations on it, we didn't have to center and all that. It was already done for us. Trying to get that as close to the edge as possible. Want the pocket to be as wide as it can be. Want it to be all that it can be. Okay, and let the glue set. Okay, this is driving me nuts. If I wasn't gluing, I'd pick the pin up for the glue. I love this dangle. My friend Cassie made it for me. She's in the hospital right now. So let's wish her well, even though it's going to be 6 weeks after she's already out. Now remember, we're going to cut the one underneath it to the same width so that it makes straight lines all the way down. Okay? I think that's dry enough to stick this in there. And I'm not going to put it all the way in. I'm going to putting it in as far as I need to hold it in there. Page number 6. It's just a writing page because I love that octopus. I'm bound and determined I was going to use him. And so we shall. Well, I was hoping more of that map would show, but I guess not. I like the map and the stitches there, but we're going to be cutting that off to get it to fit. Okay. There's still some map. A little shorter than I thought because of where the, oh, you know, I'm going to redo that. These are lower than these. So that gives me just a little bit more height. Isn't that the coolest picture ever? Let's double check. I just got some inks from a friend of mine. I got some really cool colors. Cracked pistachio and the distressed, what do you call it? Not the ink, but the other. Oxide of a bunch of colors. And I kind of like the oxide better. I think I'm going to get the oxide in the black soot too, even though I don't think it matters that much in the black. Unless you were doing a different type of inking than this, you know, where it was more visible. Okay. So we're mixing our trains and our water, our octopus. And we've got the water on the first page and mechanical things on the second page. I'm trying to mix them. When I printed the second kit, I did print all the pages, the 24 journal pages, and cut them in half to give us 48 and 48, which is 96. And then I printed out the plain, what we would call the plain background papers that are not the vertical images that you can't turn the opposite way. They're portrait. So I've actually had to go back and look at a couple because of this vertical folio. And I'm thinking I might have to print a couple just because of the way the book is. Oh, that looks cool. I love that. Okay, now remember, we don't have any metal or anything on here right now. All we have is paper. We don't have any embellishments or anything on it. So you can do whatever you want to make the pages look better for you. I'm thinking I'm going to put a word down here. You know, and maybe a couple little gears. And I'm going to look through my metal and see what I've got. This is pretty much all gears and cogs anyway, as far as the graphics are concerned. So I don't feel bad, or feel, not bad, but feel limited that I was only using that. Yes, I have more pages ready. Good thing. Okay, well, let's fix this one on here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. I hope that magnet will hold. We'll have to see. If not, we'll have to put something else in there. Okay. So we want to fix this one to here. Let's do right here. And right here. Nice. Doesn't take very long before you can cut papers to size fairly easily. I still make whoppers of mistakes. You've seen me do it on camera. I've cut crooked. I've chopped off pictures. I've done all kinds of crazy things. All right, we're going to put an acetate belly band on this. And all we have to do is measure the height. The width on this is fine. It's about 1.5 inches, I would say. I really wish you guys would get that song out of my head, because I'm really tired of hearing the same 4 lines out of the chorus. And then I'll make a card or find some ephemera. I think I'm going to find some ephemera. There's lots of cards in the ephemera. Not too many tags, but lots of cards. So that's why we've kind of geared this. Kind of geared this towards tags. Yeah, if I'd have put those CDs the other way, which I don't know what I was thinking, I've done it before, then we could have had tabs and charms. As it is, we're probably going to have charms on these tabs, but no eyelets, even though eyelets would look cool. Maybe we will. The back of an eyelet wouldn't look bad on this project. Okay, now on this one, we're going to take these little manila folder fake ones. Wow, I didn't ink any of them. Bad, Terry. So we'll put them in the thing and then I will ink them later. I make you sit there and watch me ink. So, cut this piece. Do I want those two luggages next to each other? Two pieces of luggage? Oh, it's going to be completely covered with the things, and I just didn't want to use another blank page. I'm just wondering if we don't have a picture that we could sacrifice a little less cool than that one. Not that we don't want a cool picture, but what I'm saying is one that maybe yeah, you know what, let's use this one. Let's do the width. I think I know why now, because this is a taller page. That's all right. I'm wondering if I couldn't turn right around. Oh, that's a little wide. And a little tall by the time we ink it. I cut just a sliver off, and you know, it curled up when I trimmed it off. But I did a little bit more on the height. I did about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, that looks better. It's farther away from the rounded corner, the one I cut so badly, so poorly. Okay. And I believe, no, I've got one more. I don't know, we may stop here. Okay, so this page is going to go here. What I was wondering is if we couldn't turn this right back around and line it up with the blue. And I wonder if that would be enough. No, I don't think so. I think we have to have a little bit deeper pocket. If we're going to use all three, I think they'll pop out if it's that thin of a band on the edge. Oh yeah. So let's use acetate because it's going to have to be out to here. So let's use a piece of acetate. And we'll use that one as a guide. I think this is looking really nice. I really like this project, this part of the project. Well, I like the ring bound too. I'm almost tempted to stop at these two and make just the two set. But I've got enough pages for, you know, a book and a half. So we're going to go for it. Okay. So we want it to be this wide. And we want it to be this tall. So I'm usually making belly bands with these right now. Well, this is a pocket. I'm trying to decide which one to cut first. I think I'm going to cut the width first. I'm going to have to cut that just a smidge thinner, aren't I? The black Sharpie showing. Gosh darn it. Yep, we'll make a pocket out of this. I was holding my breath while I was doing that. And then I realized that I forgot to start breathing again. Which could be a slight problem, depending on who you ask. Darn it. Oh, it looks like they're not going to fit. All right. We'll use them on a different page. We may even have to bump them over to the book. I don't know. Yeah, they're too wide. Because I can barely get this under here. Now, this is where the gusseted pocket would have come in handy, I guess. This one will go in. I could use one. Nothing says I have to use all three together. I wouldn't use the center one, because then you could use the center one and the edge one as a set. See, this one has a hot air balloon on it. They all do. Let's see if I can fold it straight this time. Like I said, I'll ink it off camera. I did ink the paper though, right? Okay. And then after doing all of that, we will be done for the video. I never can get my videos down to much less than an hour. I know some people are like, well, we have to pause it and come back to it. That's okay. I don't mind. You can pause and come back. I know a lot of you bookmark as well. The reason I know that is because one of the stats that YouTube gives you is how long people watch for. How long people watch your video, the average. So I know that because my videos are longer, there are a lot of bookmarking and watch later people that come back, and I don't see that stat because they don't come back for a month, or do you know what I mean, or whatever. Okay, let's stick this in here. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right, that looks good with just one. Okay, so today we got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one completed. And we got all of our magnets put on, so that's all good. And then I will probably go ahead and put whatever it is I'm going to put in here before we come back in the next video. If not, I'll do it. Let's see what we have left. Got that giant card I have to put in there. I have to figure out what I'm going to do on this giant area here. And I already... Ooh. We have more pages than I thought. Thought we only had 12 and we had 14. I would almost want to put a magnet in there to hold that back page shut. But this is the paper we're going to use for the back page. I think it's pretty cool. I'm thinking I might want to use the train side though. I think. Anyway, alright. Well, that's it for this video. And I'll see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Alrighty. Bye-bye.